Hey, what's up guys? It's David from SGP here, and today I got another submission for SGP. Today we're going to be talking about how to get a MOAB just in general. Doesn't really matter on any map. All of these tips will really work around all maps. There might be something different for close quarters maps like Dome, or let's say a bigger map like Lockdown. I think that's what this map is called. Anyway, so this is another MOAB gameplay that I got on Dome using the specialist. Like I said, the ending score was not as good as my 34-0, otherwise my previous video that I had on SGP. But I still got a MOAB, and actually at the end of the video you'll see I start freaking out and I just kept on dying over and over again. Because I was just so happy. I was actually, little fun fact, I was the 8th person in the world to get a MOAB in Modern Warfare 3, so that was pretty awesome news. Anyway, so how to get a MOAB, really how I noticed that has been working for me is really stay to the edges of the map. Don't camp, guys. You can't camp because you need those 25 gun kills. That's why you need specialist, and because with specialist you get those extra perks, and once you get on a 7 or 8 kill streak, 7 if you're using hardline, you become basically a super soldier, which increases your chances of getting a MOAB. Now, of course, don't get discouraged if you're going for a MOAB and you don't get a MOAB like the first time you get it, because it is really hard to get a MOAB, and you can't get one all the time. But really, these are just my tips that have been working for me and for other people, and these are just the best way to get a MOAB, in my opinion. So, of course, like I said, stay to the edges of the wall, and if you are playing on a map like Dome or Dome or Hard Hat, stay to the edges of the map. Use a submachine gun. As I said in my previous video, if you like I said, you don't need to camp, you need to rush. Then again, if you're someone who doesn't like to rush, you don't necessarily need to be running into their spawn, getting tons of kills and then dying. That's not what you want to do. You want to play cautiously, but don't camp, but also have a little bit of a rushing feel. So go ahead and use that submachine gun with specialist, and you'll definitely be doing really, really good. Now, if you were playing on a map like Hard Hat, use an assault rifle, and kind of play a little bit more cautiously than you would play on other maps, because Lockdown, it's not like Lockdown's a bigger map, so you might not get shot from the back as often as you would in Dome. But the reason I say that you should play a little bit more cautiously in Lockdown is because there's so many far-ranged areas that a lot of people will be using a gun like an ACR or a Type 95. Now, be honest, guys, would you ever really use a Type 95 in Dome? Like, I've seen people do it, and you can get good scores, but it's not really a gun meant for an assault rifle. It's really, a map meant for an assault rifle. It's really meant for a submachine gun or a shotgun. So, but maps like Lockdown, that's really where you need to have an assault rifle like the Type 95. So you will end up getting a whole bunch of BS rage quit deaths, as you wouldn't get in any Call of Duty. So that's really something that you need to avoid. There we go, I got my MOAB. Yeah, so that's another tip for you guys. Now, another thing that you guys might want to try out is when you do try going for a MOAB, try and play with friends. Don't play with, don't just go into a random lobby with just a whole bunch of people and expect to get a MOAB. You need people who are good, who that will do good. Now, in this whole game, I was playing with a bunch of clan buddies, all from my prime, and these are all really good people. I was playing with Zach, Kai, and Noah. He is no longer in the clan, but that's totally different thing. Anyway, but yeah, so I was playing with a whole bunch of clan people, and these guys are too good. Not too good. These guys are good, but you don't want to play with people who are too good. And because if you are going to play with people who are too good to allow you to get those 25 kills, because you need to play with people. Okay, hold on. You need to play with people who are good, but aren't so good that you have really no chance at all of of getting a MOAB, because I've noticed that, you know, I have this one guy that I play with, and he's really good. He's actually maybe a little bit better than me, and, well, I mean, we're about the same, I would say, actually, and he, like, I've tried going for MOABs while he was in my game, and it's just so hard, because, like, we both get, like, the same amount of kills each game, and it's really hard, because it's, like, he gets kills, I get kills, and then I kind of, like, I'll try and get a kill, but then he steals it or something like that. You know, it is just, it's better to have people that you're playing with who are good, can back you up, but aren't so good that they'll steal everything. Now that's saying, of course, that you don't want to play with people who are basically suck nuts and can't do anything. That's why I don't like playing in public matches by myself. That's also why I like free-for-all. If you guys can get a free-for-all in, I mean, if you guys, gosh, sorry, it's a lot, I'm lost for words today. If you guys can get a MOAB in free-for-all, that's actually a little bit easier, mainly because that you can have, all the kills are really to yourself. Now, the main problem with trying to get a MOAB in free-for-all is the spawns are messed up in this game. I have never seen a game where the spawns are this messed up. It is horrible how the spawns were really built in this game, and I ran right past that guy. But, I mean, the spawns are just, they just are not well built in this game, and, I mean, really, it's definitely possible. I've gotten one in free-for-all. Oh, no, I was close to getting one in free-for-all. And this is actually, what I'm about to say is, actually, I was 23 and 0, final stand-up kick. I was 23 and 0 in, free-for-all, and I got killed by someone who literally spawned right behind me, and that's, like I said, the spawns are really messed up in free-for-all, so that's one thing that you really need to be careful of. Anyway, guys, I hope these tips, gosh, guys, I'm so sorry, I really hope that these tips helped you guys out. 32-6 was the final score. Got my MOAB and got my little rape clan tag right there. But yeah, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video.